I'm Aristos and welcome to BYO Kitchen. I'm in Hong Kong, where the locals don't stop eating all day and lunch comes in hundreds of courses. Where do I begin?
Aristos, a.k.a. your favorite chef, and on his back is his new best friend. BYO Kitchen, come on, BYO Kitchen.
Now this is a kitchen. I'm on a tough mission tonight. I'm attempting to impress people who have made food their life.
Welcome to Lei Yue Mun.
The fishmongers of Lei Yue Mun sell seafood all day. And if anyone knows everything about tasty fish, it's these guys. Yep, I'm gonna cook fish for the fishmongers. Very easy to make and you can do it at home. My journey will take me through a day of eating in Hong Kong. This is better than cornflakes. Along the way, I'll be shopping for the grousest ingredients. Oh, juicy. Go on the ride of my life. Well, this is the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it live. And find the perfect place to unpack my backpack. Now, this is a kitchen. And at the end of the day,
yes, please.
I'm hoping to pass the toughest test I've set myself yet. You try my cooking? Yeah, try. Tonight, BYO Kitchen is in Hong Kong, the city that loves its food. First up is Hong Kong Island. Then it's across to Kowloon before we end up in Lei Yue Mun. The Chinese don't eat big meals. They just eat lots of them. 5 meals a day, in fact. Our journey starts with breakfast. But first, a little exercise.
Drop it slowly and press down. Keep your palm facing forward.
The Chinese don't separate food and health. It's all about balance. Yin and yang. A little bit of exercise now, and a little bit of eating later. And a bit more eating, and a bit more eating. Tai Chi classes are held in parks and squares all over Hong Kong, and most of them are open to the public.
And this pattern is called a bird showing its wings.
And my next pattern is called Escaping to Breakfast. Hey mate, you wouldn't know where I can get a good breakfast?
Oh, the congee restaurant.
Yeah?
Oh, yes, please come in.
Okay. Just like any big city, you can count on a cabbie to know the best places to eat. Vincent took me straight to the door of his favourite breakfast haunt. Now, a typical Hong Kong breakfast is porridge, commonly known as congee. There it is over there. But here it's different. There's no bananas or honey. It's a savoury porridge. Now, what have we got here? We've got some beef, we've got some pork, fish, liver. I think I'll have the beef and a little bit of pork, thanks. Oh, I can't wait to get stuck into that. Once you've picked your flavouring, the chef adds it to the porridge and cooks it on the spot. There we go. Now, this is just about... Oh, it is ready. OK. Oh, look at this. A little bit of spring onion and a couple of Chinese croutons. This is better than cornflakes. Tastes really good. This will keep me going to my next feed. Good on you, mate. Yep, meal number 1 down, which means I've only got 3 meals until dinner. So now I've got enough energy to attack the markets and start shopping for those hungry fishmongers I'm gonna cook for tonight. No matter what season you go shopping, you can find just about any fruit at any time. Now over here we've got red delicious apples, which are produced in the winter, cherries in the summer, strawberries in the summer. We've got some pears, nectarines. What are these here, madam?
China pear.
China pear. I'll have one of these, thank you. Oh, juicy. I'm surrounded by so many different types of food, it's hard to decide where to start for my feast tonight. But onions will never go amiss, and a capsicum or two. The Chinese have got a saying, anything that turns its back on heaven is fit for the dinner table. So when you're in honkers, try something a little bit different. Like these 1,000-year-old eggs. They're not really that old. They've been cured for 100 days and taste a little bit like a cheesy hard-boiled egg. But I think I'll just stick to hen's eggs for tonight. And as for seafood, it's so fresh, it won't stay still. Now, this is the easiest fish I've ever caught. Whooshka! But I'm not getting my fish from here. I'll be buying it later on from the experts I hope will eat it. You're welcome. got here? A truckload of soy sauce, a little bit of chili sauce here. Now, when you're cooking Asian food, you don't have to be ashamed to use this type of gear. You don't have to make everything from scratch, because the Asians don't. I didn't let the sauce truck drive off without grabbing a bottle of each for my fishy feast. And while I'm here, I might just grab a few goodies for morning tea.
Have you ever been walking down Chinatown and had a look at one of these shops and said, oh, what am I going to do with that? Oh, don't shy away, because what we have hanging here is some roast duck. We've got some soy chicken, which has been cooked in soy sauce, and some barbecue pork, which is my favourite. Now, it's very, very simple. The chef there will chop it up for you, and it goes great with a little bit of sauce. Yeah, I'll have some of this one, thank you.
Here comes meal number 2 for the day. Time to give the backpacker a workout. I'm going to tizzy up a little bit of sauce to accompany my duck, pork and chicken. Now, this is a kitchen. When I think of Asian food, I always think of my Uncle Kevin Wong, who taught me a few tricks. Now, when you're having steamed chicken, what you've got to do is mix a little bit of ginger, a little bit of spring onion, and a lot of oil. That's sesame oil, of course. And then place it into the dipping bowl. I like to add a little bit of Harold just at the end, just to give it a little bit more flavour. All right, now, when it comes to roast duck, very, very simple. Just some plain old plum sauce into a dipping bowl. Oh, I tell you what, it's a match made in heaven. Now, when it comes to the char siu, which is the barbecue pork, Uncle Kevin always taught me some hoisin sauce. I'm going to use the back of the spoon just to get it in there because I can't fit the spoon inside. Then we're going to add some plum sauce, about 40%, 60-40, and a little bit of sherry. Great. A little bit in there. We mix that around. Now, Uncle Kevin would sometimes keep something up his sleeve. And what I worked out today was you've got to add a little bit of dark soy just to give it that really rich colour. Just a little bit. There we go, a couple of drops. Oh, this is wonderful. Into the dipping bowl. Oh, look at this. And this is a great morning tea. Good on you, Uncle Kev. Chinese barbecue meats and all the sauces you need. Food in Hong Kong is the world on a platter, but traditionally it's been Cantonese, like the Chinese takeaway we eat at home. And if I'm going to impress the experts tonight, I'm going to need the right utensils. Time to restock the backpack. Now, you might think that the wok is the most important utensil in Chinese cooking. Well, it's not. It's this, the scoop. Used for scooping, used for straining, acts as a sieve, and you won't find a better one than right here. My mate Chung So Ki has been making them for 40 years. And all the best chefs in Hong Kong come right here to this little shop and buy the utensils. Now, I've been looking at this and it looks as though it's been made in the factory, but I tell you what, he has done every piece of this by hand. It's an absolute work of art.
I'll take that. I might take
that
one of
scoop
these.
will come in handy for my fishmonger's feast. Now, it must be about time for meal number 3. It's back in a taxi and on my way to Yum Cha, the Chinese lunch. But before I sit down at the table, I just can't resist a glimpse into the nerve centre of a busy dim sum restaurant.
Now, I told you that this was the most important utensil. Well, just over here is one of the most important ingredients. It is superior broth. Now, it's not quite ready yet. And what they use this for, well, the coup de grace, the shark fin soup.
It's made out of chicken stock, herbs and spices.
Use it for making sauces as well, the XO sauce. Oh, they use it for just about everything, and that's why they call it the Chinese mother sauce. Oh. You can eat Yum Cha every day in Hong Kong and not eat the same thing twice. Why? Well, in this restaurant alone, there are 300 different varieties of dim sum. Now, what have we got here? Look at this. They look like rabbits. The kids will love these. And these ones, they look like little crabs.
There's no main course in Yum Cha or dim sum lunch. Instead, it's made up of dozens of little dishes, steamed, fried, savoury and sweet.
Oh, I tell you, not doing a bad job. I've had my steamed, I've had my fried, my savoury. Haven't had my sweet yet. Okay, what I'm going to make is a pear and ginger pudding. Very easy to make, and you can do it at home. Okay, what do? We cream a little bit of butter with some maple syrup. There we go. Now we just cream that together with the whisk. And what happens is the butter will split, so you just keep working it. Working. Now we're going to add some eggs, one by one. Thank you, my dear. I tell you what, I've got a big audience here. In goes one. Mix. 2. And 3. One at a time. Blend that up. Now all we have to do is add a little bit of self-raising flour just to give it a little bit of a kick. A couple 100 grams of that, and I just gradually add that and fold it in. There we go. Just blending that up now. Now before it's totally mixed, I've chopped up some ginger and a little bit of pear. Throw them in. Ah, this is going to be grouse. Nice and easy. There we go. Now here I've got some Chinese teacups, which I'm going to cook the pudding in. And what I've done is just put 5 of them into a little bamboo steamer, and I'm just going to evenly distribute the mixture. And it's just, whoops, like that. A little bit more in each one. One in there. Nice big spoonfuls. It nearly fills them up, and they will puff up a little bit, so leave a little bit of room at the top. Now, a little bit in there, that finishes that one off. All we do now is put the lid on and steam it for 30 minutes.
At home, just use your vegetable steamer in a saucepan. Pear and ginger pudding. Dim sum in your own home. No rest for this chef on a munching mission. I've got 3 meals down, but there's still 2 to go. Cabby, straight to afternoon tea, please. OK, everyone, get ready for something really special. We're about to witness an ancient Chinese cooking secret.
I've just been led into the inner sanctum of wonton making. And these blokes here are the masters, making these little wrapped up balls that are going to go out in hundreds of bowls of soup today. Now, they're made of prawn, pork and spices.
Fiddly, hey? But wait till you see how the pastry's made.
Now, this is Master Ng. He's 72 years of age, believe it or not, and he's kneading wonton noodle dough. The reason he's using the pole is the dough is very, very strong and very hard to knead by hand.
Mr. Ng is one of only 2 chefs in Hong Kong who still practice this ancient art.
So this is a 400-year-old method. Now, what are we doing now? We're just splitting it apart again. We'll just have a look and see if I can have a crack at this pole. May I on the pole?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this is the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it live. Good. Stop, yeah. Fold her over. Oh, we go back the other way. Tell you what, that's hard work. I think I'm ready for some wonton steaks.
That's meal number 4 down. Now it's time for my fishmonger's feast. But what will impress these experts?
Look at the size of this one. You'd feed the whole family and some. Oh.
Across the harbour from Hong Kong is the ancient fishing village of Lei Yue Mun. Now, it might look a bit ramshackle from the outside, but as I've always been taught, you don't judge a book by its cover, because inside you'll find the best fish restaurants in the region. I don't know whether I'm in a fish market or an aquarium. Here you choose the seafood, take it to the restaurant, and they cook it up the best way they know how. But in my case, I think I'm going to do the cooking myself. Now, let's have a look. What are we going to buy? The Chinese take their fish very seriously. So if you're looking for the cooter, this is where you come. And these fishmongers certainly know a thing or two about fish, from the catching to the cooking. Well, I said I wanted the experts to check out my Chinese cooking, and I reckon I've come to the right place.
That is the tiger prawns.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a tiger prawn.
Yeah.
See the stripes? That's why they call it a tiger.
prawns. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the size of this one. You'd feed the whole family and some.
What kind of fish you want?
What have you got here?
And then you want a snapper.
Yes.
Pullover.
Yes.
And then the best one, the zoom is the best one.
Which one's the best one?
This is the best one.
Oh, right.
They're very famous in Hong Kong.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Give me one of those orange ones.
This is the groper.
The groper, yes, please. That
Oh,
one,
you want
that one, that one, that one.
Okay. This one again?
Yeah, that's good.
This lady gets my business, but with any luck, they'll all be winning when they eat my dinner.
Well, tonight, I've left the city behind me because I'm going to be cooking for people who live by the sea and love seafood just as much as I do. Now, what I'm going to do with that fish is make a Chinese favourite, sweet and sour. First of all, let's make the sauce. Now, when it comes to Chinese cooking, I was always a little bit intimidated and a little bit scared. But after speaking to Uncle Kevin Wong, he said to me, listen, son, it's easy. All you've got to do is get your act together and have all your ingredients laid out. Now, for the sauce, some vinegar, which is Chinese rice vinegar, a little bit of tomato sauce. Put that in. There we go. We'll just crank up the burner a little bit. Now I'm going to add some pickled plums. And what they look like is just little baby plums in a jar. Now, you only use a couple because they're quite sour, and they really give this dish the sourness that it needs. OK, we'll mix that up. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a couple of little bits of ginger, and for the sweetness, I like to use some brown sugar and a little bit of pineapple juice. How much? Not much. OK, we'll mix that up, put the lid on, and allow that to simmer for about 5 minutes. OK, over here, I've got some oil, hot oil, and I'm going to fry my fish up. Now, the lady called this fish groper, but back home, we call it coral trout. Whoa, she's nice and hot, that oil. OK, so what I do is just put it in a bowl. Where are we? A little bit of 5 spice, just a little sprinkle. And some egg, just a little bit of egg yolk, which we just put in there like so. Mix it up, just a little drop of Harold, flavour. Now we add a little bit of corn flour, and what this will do, when we fry it up, it'll help the fish go nice and crispy. All right, so we just roll it around there like so, crank up the old deep fryer, whooshka. All right, and in goes the fish. Might need a little bit more corn flour, I think, just a little bit. All right, in that goes. Beautiful. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That'll take a few minutes to cook through.
The fish is ready. So what we're going to do is you just tip that out into there. OK, ready for our sweet and sour sauce. OK, so I'm going to add some onions, some pickling onions, those little baby ones, some capsicum, red and green, a little bit of tango. OK, and a nice little serving of tomato sauce. A couple of big splashes. Mix that up around in there. OK. Well, it's all go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. OK, move that over there. Got our fish. Oh, yeah, gorgeous. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Just to give it a bit of juice. Now, oh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? So a nice scoop of the sweet and sour.
That's the sweet and sour sauce I made earlier. Just add it back to the veggies.
There we are. Get that nice and hot. Now, these vegetables don't take a lot of cooking. Just a little bit, because you still like them to be a little bit crunchy. I'm going to add a little bit of ginger. OK. All right, that's wonderful. OK. Now I'm just going to pour that over my fish. Oh, yeah. All right, now for my next challenge. feeding Chinese food to Chinese people.
But can it be done?
Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Yes, please. Try. Yeah, try. These fishmongers spend a lifetime trying to convince people to buy their seafood. Let's see how hard I have to work to convince someone to try my food. Righto, who wants it? Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, please. You try my cooking?
Okay.
Try my cooking. Very good. Yeah.
And the verdict?
You like that?
Okay.
Delicious. Ah, you're the best.
Sweet and sour fish. A Chinese classic made easy.
Who wants it? Yes, please.
Well, I bet this is a first for these fishmongers.
Oh, very good.
A customer offering them the food. But from the looks on their faces, I'd say my meal is a major success.
Hey, where'd he go? Good?
And you can cook Chinese food like this in your own home too. Next week, BYO Kitchen visits an island that knows all about tasty tucker. I'm travelling to Tasmania, where they love their food so much, they'll do anything to get it.
I tell you, it's freezing.
On my journey, I'll go hunting for the rarest delicacies,
$3,000 a kilo, and they're growing right here.
find the tastiest produce.
Oh, have a look at that one.
But I'm not going to make friends wherever I go.
I think I know you're a chef.
And at the end of my journey, can I beat the locals at their own game and cook them up a feast they'll never forget?
So come on now. The proof is in the tucker. We've seen ancient recipes and wonton masters, but I've just proven that you don't have to be a local to cook good Chinese food. So do away with the takeaway and get in the kitchen, cook up and eat up. Go Odyssey.